Tomorrow is the 2nd.
So not this weekend.
Friday is the 3rd, 4th, 5th. Next weekend. Next week.
Okay.
Okay.
Going. But I'm not going to put any money on that one, but go ahead.
This will be a great way to celebrate all things fall with your family and friends, said Julie Doran, manager of the Springfield Avenue Partnership. When are they going to advertise with us?
When you ask them to.
I spoke to them many times. I don't understand that. Is that Maplewood tax dollars that they use?
It's your ego that's going on.
That's why they don't want to advertise with us, because of their ego? Because of my ego? They look and they say, "Oh man, look at Anselm and his ego." Anyway, let me finish this story here.
All right, we're gonna let you go along.
There'll be a great way to celebrate all things fall with family and friends, said Julie Duran, manager of the Springfield Avenue Partnership. There is something for everyone at Harvest Fest, an event for the entire family. Harvest Fest will feature children activities including pumpkin painting, bounce house, pony rides, petting zoo, face painting, crafts, and more.
I wonder why they don't have that in the village.
Maplewood Village?
Yeah.
Too small. Really, too small.
So is, the whole Halloween parade, but that's always an exciting thing. Yeah. Have you been to Maplewood for a Halloween?
I don't celebrate Halloween.
Have you been in Maplewood Village on a Halloween?
No.
How many years have you been living here?
Over 15 years. I don't celebrate Halloween.
So listen, we're going to do that this Halloween if it's time.
Oh, we're going to broadcast?
It's really it's a Maplewoodian beautiful.
No, we
thing.
can do that. We can do that. But
like
I don't celebrate Halloween.
It's not about but it's just good to see this community.
Yeah, but what
amazing.
is Halloween though?
What is it?
Yeah.
Do you want the history of Halloween?
Yeah.
Should we save that for another show? I mean, I can do that.
Because we're talking about the Harvest Fest, and you talked about Halloween in Maplewood. So it's a new story, and you bring up these subjects. And when I ask you to talk about these subjects, you talk about my ego.
No.
I got an ego because Harvest Fest is something similar to
when
Halloween.
When does Harvest Fest start? At 12 a.m. or 12 p.m.?
11 p.m.
11 p.m. or 11 a.m.?
11 a.m., excuse me. 11 a.m.
And then you have 12 a.m. That comes after 11 a.m.?
No, after 11 a.m., it's 12 p.m.
So there's
11 a.m., then 12 p.m., then 12 a.m. After 12 p.m. comes 12 a.m.
There's no such thing, but go ahead.
Okay. For the grown-ups, there will be opportunity to shop for merchandise from local vendors.
Of course.
And enjoy live music by popular local bands and special performances by Springfield Avenue performing arts and health and wellness merchant, plus a variety of delicious food. The day's live music is sponsored by BCB Community Bank and will include performances by the teen band Roll On 2, the always popular Mood Ring, and topping off the day, the Baby Please with Nat Grumman. There will be dance performances and demos put on by Springfield Avenue Merchant Inspiring Dance and Viva Z Club. So there's a series of events going on there. The event is sponsored by CKO Kickboxing of Maplewood, Vanessa Pollack of Keller Williams Midtown Direct Realty. What do you think about Keller Williams?
I don't know anything about them.
You don't know anything?
It looks like that they don't sell, cheap stuff. So.
Or you think they're like the rich realtor in South Orange and Maplewood?
Not just in South Orange Maplewood, but
they're not Jordan Barris, right? They're not Jordan Barris, right?
No, I mean when I was driving the other day through Grosse Pointe, and I saw mansions, and that was the real estate agency that was selling.
You see how we get on different topics just by from reading a topic? Let me ask you a question. How come Jordan Barris doesn't sell properties?
I don't know anything
in Maplewood
about Jordan Barris.
Well, it's a realtor, but they sell like in Newark. Yeah, how come they don't sell
in Irvington? Maybe.
Yeah, in Irvington too. They were selling Irvington, East Orange, Orange.
I guess I don't know, but maybe every realtor has their clientele. And
but think about it. If you sell a house in Irvington, Newark, East Orange, or Orange, right?
Right.
You sell a house for $150,000. You get a 6% commission. You get $9,000, right? So, but think about this. You could sell a house in South Orange or Maplewood. You sell one house for $750,000, right?
Your house, right? Go ahead.
No. See, you came.
He's talking about his house because he's not talking about my.
You came with your ego ready tonight, boy.
God.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to work twice as hard. You
hear my phone?
You're gonna have to work twice as hard in those communities than if you're a realtor in South Orange or Maplewood.
How do you figure that?
Because think about it.
Which one, the Jordan Barris or the which one works harder, do you believe?
The Jordan Barris.
Probably. I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Because you gotta sell like 10 houses, 10 of those houses or 6 of those houses in order to make what somebody in South Orange maybe will make selling one house. Like for example, if you sell a house for $1 million in South Orange and Mayport,
And then you get,
and you get a 6%,
commission.
you know, you get $60,000, right? You sell one house in Newark for $150,000, and you get $9,000, right? So what's the message here? If you're gonna sell a house, if you're gonna be a realtor in South Orange and Maplewood.
A realtor, okay.
In South Orange and Maplewood, not in Newark. Anyway, we got another. Let's go to another story here.
Yeah, what's the next story, Ansel? Please.
Yeah. You know, there was supposed to be a Chipotle. You know, I say in South Orange. Despite rumors, Chipotle is not coming to South Orange. I love Chipotle food, man. You ever had Chipotle?
Yes, I have.
Huh?
Yes.
What do you think about the food?
That's good. I like. I
It's
like
very good
they use
vegetarian
lots
food.
Of,
Avocado.
cilantro, and I just really love cilantro.
And they use avocado. I love that. Recent Facebook post shows a photo of a flyer proclaiming that Chipotle Mexican Grill, the popular fast food Mexican chain restaurant, was moving into the new South Orange mixed-use residential and retail development, the Gateway. Remember we talked about the Gateway?
Yes.
Chipotle is coming to South Orange. Praise this day, read one post. Awesome, penned another poster. Some people wondered about the wisdom of having a Mexican fast food place moving just across the street from Tito's Burritos, which has developed a loyal following on South Orange Avenue. The main problem, though, it is simply not true. Whoever created this flyer obviously doesn't know what they are talking about and has way too much time on their hands, says Bob Zuckerman, Executive Director of the South Orange Village Alliance, SOFCA. Zuckerman moved quickly to quash the rumor posted on SOFCA Facebook page. Rumor alert, there's a flyer around town and some Facebook chatter saying that Chipotle is coming to Gateway. This is not true. In the mood for some Mexican cuisine, head over to Tito's Burritos.
Oh, having a hard time with these.
Toro Loco. What is true is that Mara's Bakery and D&I Fitness both will be moving into the Gateway sometime later in 2014. Meanwhile, who would have gone to the trouble of printing up phony flyers about Chipotle impending move and leaving them around town is a mystery.
That's interesting.
But
Someone
luckily,
who must want them to come here. That's
yeah,
kind of,
South Orange is not wanting for tasty Mexican food. So if you're craving some guacamole or a burrito, check out Tito's. Or if you like your Mexican food with a margarita, make a beeline to Toro Loco.
Do you go to Toro Loco?
I've been there a few times. The food is okay. You like the food?
I like the margaritas at Toro Loco.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my places that I hang out at.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Getting those bartenders by first name.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's
They go like, yo, MM, what's going on?
No, they say, margarita! Would you like a margarita?
Why
That's what
are
they
you
say.
trying to mock the Mexicans?
Oh, Anselm, we go to the next one. I'm not trying to mock the Mexicans.
Next thing you
Do
try
you want me to do it in a Midwest accent? Margarita?
Next
Would you
thing you
like
go-
a margarita?
Next
No,
thing you're
they
going to
don't-
try to mock the Caribbean people.
No, I can't do that, your accent.
No?
Just certain words.
Really?
Yeah, like 3 times.
I have
now look, here you go. You're ready to talk about you.
you
Can
know-
we go
but
ahead
you
and
know-
do the news?
but-
Look,
but you know-
it's almost 9:30.
But I have a very good African accent, right? You want to hear it?
Yeah, let's hear your accent.
Are you sure you want me to talk like that? Do you want me to say, what is your name? I want you to listen to me what I am telling you. What is your name? Is your name Marjorie? Why are you laughing? That is not funny, I tell you.
Now, which African group is this? Which country do you...
Pick one, I don't care.
They don't all... See, that is really bad. The views expressed by Anselm have nothing
But no,
to do with the way... I mean, especially this one.
It's just a little levity, that's all.
Okay, levity.
You mocked the way you said tree just now there.
Isn't that the way you're supposed to say
No,
it?
you said 3.
You're not supposed to say tree?
No, it's 3. You put your tongue between your teeth.
You can't. Oh, honey, you can't do that.
What?
You can't say 3, can you?
Yes.
Okay, let me hear.
3.
You can't.
That's the tree outside. And then there's 3.
Do it again.
3.
We come on. Stop. Don't make me laugh because I don't like listening to myself laugh on the air. So let's go.
Anyway, buoyed by committee support, Zach Dubeck is on the road to recovery. You know who Zach Dubeck is?
No, who is that?
That's the kid that have the Marshall syndrome. It has been a long road home for 12-year-old Zach Dubeck, the Maplewood Middle School student, an athlete struck by MRSA, an invasive staph infection that is resistant to antibiotics earlier this summer. Now, after fighting off the life-threatening infection, which began in his femur bone and enduring 23 days in the hospital, 12 of them on a ventilator in a medically induced coma, multiple surgeries and grueling ongoing physical therapy, Zach is finally home and attending 7th grade at Maplewood Middle School.
Can you say therapy?
Therapy.
Okay.
I was really excited to go back, he said, sitting on a couch recently in his sunny Maplewood living room, his dog by his side. To see my friends get back to a normal routine, his mother Marnie explained how it all began. It started early in June when Zach complained of pain in his armpit. Doctors checked him out and didn't see anything unusual. Then one day, after playing a baseball game, Zach began to complain of dizziness and a headache. Marnie, who is the family physician, and her husband Joe chalked it up to general aches and pains following an active game. The next morning, though, the school nurse called and said Zach's knee hurt and he was limping. Most worrisome was that she said he just didn't look right. His parents gave Zach over-the-counter pain medication and kept a close eye on him. 2 days later, the family au pair called Marnie at work. She could hear her son hysterically crying in pain in the background. At this point, she said, I knew something was wrong. That kicked off a harrowing odyssey of hospitals, tests, and confusion as doctors scrambled to find out what was wrong with the formerly active and completely healthy boy. So, I'm reading this article here. 2 ladies, the family au pair, called Marnie at work. But you know what? I like to do a show on that. You know why I want to do a show on that? Why do you think I want to do a show on that? A lot of au pairs are from the Caribbean, right? Let me give you a funny story.
No.
One of these days, my wife was pushing the baby carriage, right? When my son was really young,
right?
And someone stopped her and tell her, where does she work? Which house is she working in Maplewood?
Wow.
So
George, I work in my house.
So I guess people believe that anytime you black and in Maplewood and you pushing a baby carriage, that you are a nanny. You never heard that?
No one's ever asked me if I was a nanny. But
they got to see you pushing a baby. They don't see.
Because I don't push.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So if they see you pushing one, even though you live in the community, they think that you're a nanny. And I'm just reading this au pair here, call this young lady at work. It's just, why would somebody think because you're pushing a baby
like in
carriage?
An affluent area. Like I have relatives.
So blacks can live in affluent areas?
Who lived in a very exclusive kind of place in Orange County, California.
Mm-hmm.
And when people came to the door, they would ask, is the lady of the house there?
Okay.
Yeah. So.
So that's acceptable then.
I'm not saying it's acceptable,
but it's not a sort of warped mindset. There's a warped mindset.
No, it's part of stereotyping of what black people are doing.
Good. I'll give you an example. Like someone would say to me, they hear me have an accent. Of course I have an accent. Where you from? Jamaica? I'm like, can you not tell me where I'm from? Ask me where I'm from.
Can you believe this commercial is coming on my iPad? I'm sorry.
You don't tell me where I'm from. Ask me where I'm from. It's easy. What Caribbean island are you from? Or they was, you're from Jamaica. No problem, man. I'm like, no, I'm not from Jamaica. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago.
Can you get some applause from after that? I